Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have 4 delicious and easy dinners to share with you guys. These were so good and so simple on weeknights, quick to put together, and everybody loved them. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and let's get to it. First up, we're making some buffalo chicken Maid Rites. I've made regular Maid Rites on my channel before, and I'll link a video down below of how we make those if you want to see that. So we have some hamburger buns, some mozzarella cheese, and some ground chicken. And Adam also picked up this buffalo style cream of chicken soup. We've never tried this before, so we thought we'd give it a try. We just made a cup of rice with some water and a little bit of Frank's hot sauce. And then we're going to get started on cooking our ground chicken. We just did this super simple. We just browned it up with some salt and pepper, some garlic and onion powder, a little bit of ranch seasoning, and some Worcestershire sauce. Once our chicken was all cooked through, we're adding in our rice, and then we're going to add in that can of buffalo cream of chicken soup and get that all mixed together. And once that's all well incorporated, we're just going to add some slices of mozzarella cheese on top and throw on a lid and let this melt, and dinner is done. I didn't get the best clip of this dinner because we were eating dinner on the couch on this night and watching The Chosen, but we just put our Maid Rites onto our hamburger buns. We had some celery and some french fries on the side with some ranch, and this dinner was so delicious. Next up, we're making a Crockpot Pierogi Casserole. I've seen so many people make something similar to this, and we've never tried it, so we thought we'd give it a try. So we have 2 boxes of the cheddar pierogies, and instead of kielbasa, we just have some smoked sausage. So I'm just going to get the sausage sliced up, and then we'll start putting everything in the crockpot. So I'll try to find the recipe I used and link it down below, but most of them are pretty similar. You just add your pierogies to your crock pot and add in some chicken broth. And this called for 3 boxes, but 3 boxes would not have even fit in my crock pot, so I'm glad I only got 2. After we added in our chicken broth, I'm layering the sausage on top of the pierogies in the crock pot, and then we're going to add on some of our cheddar cheese. This called for a cup of cheese total, and I didn't think that was enough, so I just kind of eyeballed it, but you can add as little or as much as you want. Towards the end of the cook time, I'm mixing together my block of cream cheese with some chicken broth, and I also added in some salt and pepper. This didn't call for any seasonings at all, but I figured it could use at least that. So we're just going to get that all mixed up and mix it in to our crock pot with our pierogies and sausage, and then add some more cheddar cheese on top. We just let this cook for about 30 minutes more and dinner was done. We did think this was good, but honestly, I would rather try the pierogies with like some meatballs and gravy. I feel like I would like them better that way. This was good, but it was really rich and really filling. So if you're not that big of a cheese fan, this one's not for you. But if you are, then give this one a try. Next up, we're making some Carne Guisada tacos, sort of. We're using pork. Normally you would use beef, but we had this pork roast that we're going to use. And why not use what you've got? So we just cut our roast up into pieces and put them in a foil pan, and we're going to season this with some salt and pepper, some cumin, some chili powder, and some Carne Guisada seasoning. You can add as much or as little as you want. This turned out delicious with the pork, by the way. So if you want to give it a try with that, go ahead, but it's also delicious with the beef. And we're also going to add in a can of tomato paste and some butter. These meals where basically all you have to do is throw it together and throw it in the oven are so simple and so good. This turns out delicious every time. So we're just going to cover this with foil and put it in the oven on 225 degrees for about 4 to 5 hours. Once our meat was all done, we just shredded that up and let it soak in all those juices, and it turned out fantastic. To make our tacos, we just heated up some corn tortillas with some Mexican blend cheese on top. I made some Mexican rice on the side. And then we have all of our toppings. We have lettuce, tomato, onions, avocado, all of that kind of good stuff. So whatever anyone wants on their taco, they can just add it. And we also had some refried beans on the side. This dinner was so delicious. I think the boys each ate like 3 tacos. These were so good and even better for lunch the next day. Next up, we're making stuff on tots. That's what I'm going to call this. It's basically a version of s.o.s, stuff on shingles. I remember my dad making s.o.s with ground beef when I was a kid. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what he always made it with. Adam's parents always made it with the jarred, like, beef slices. But anyway, we're just browning up our ground beef, and we're going to season that with some beef bouillon powder to give it some extra flavor. And then we drained off some of the grease, but left just a little bit. And then we're going to add in some flour to make a roux for our gravy. Once we got all that flour mixed in and cooked off, we're going to start adding in some milk to make our gravy and just let this simmer until we're done making everything else. To go on the side, I'm making these Prince Edward medley veggies. They're green beans, wax beans, and baby carrots. I'm going to get these cooking in a skillet. I like to break up the green beans and the wax beans just to make them a little bit smaller, because I don't like giant bites of food, but you could totally leave them just how they are. And we're just going to season these pretty simply. I'm going to add in some chicken bouillon powder and some ranch seasoning and a little bit of water and get these steaming. I also added in a little bit of butter because butter makes everything better. And I added some salt and pepper, and we'll just let these cook until they're as tender as we like them. To put together our dinner, we just threw some tater tots in the oven. Our meat and gravy is all finished. We just put this over our tater tots and had our veggies on the side, and this turned out so good. Definitely a fun little twist on s.o.s. So if you're a fan of s.o.s, give this one a try. Next up, I just thought I'd show you the cake I made for Easter and a little bit of our Easter sundae. So I'm just using a box cake mix. I decided to make a lemon cake, and I used 2 boxes, so I'm just getting these all mixed up in my mixer with some eggs and water and milk. And we're just going to get this mixed up and bake these in the oven, and then we'll get to decorating. So my plan was to make a bird's nest for spring with some melted chocolate and these crunchy chow mein noodles. And the plan was to mold them onto a bowl with plastic wrap that I sprayed really well and put it in the freezer. And then when we took it out of the freezer, it just broke all over the place and wouldn't come off of the bowl. So I got some more chow mein noodles and I just dipped them in the chocolate and kind of built a nest by hand and stuck it in the freezer, and that turned out so much better. So I iced my cake with some, I think it was Peeps vanilla funfetti something, I don't know. It was yellow, it was pretty and springy, so that's why I got it. I just added my bird's nest on top. And then inside the bird's nest, I'm adding these little Cadbury eggs. A bunch of them were broken, like they were all cracked, so I tried to find a couple that weren't, just to make it pretty and situate them so you couldn't tell they were broken. And then it also came with these sprinkles that were little chicks and birds and stuff. And so I added those around the side, and we had a pretty little spring cake for Easter. So on Easter morning, as always, the boys were searching for the bag of eggs and their baskets that the Easter Bunny hid. Somehow, they always find the eggs together, but then they end up finding each other's Easter baskets. But yeah, we spent the morning searching for baskets, checking out what they got, and then we went outside for our Easter egg hunt.
I think we're thinking too hard.
Probably.
Simple. Really simple. I found it! You found one? You will.
You find it?
Oh yeah, it's right there!
We can always find each other.
Yeah.
Robin egg mini. I don't want to eat these cheese balls. Got Hot Wheels. A pop heart colored pin. Jello colored. Airheads. Flip 7. I want to know what these are. Ooh. Tuck, what's your card game? I got a cute one. That's awesome. Oh. So we got Uno Flip.
After our egg hunt, we went next door and all the kids, all the cousins had an Easter egg hunt together, and we had dinner together. I forgot to even get pictures or a video of our dinner. We had some smoked chicken and sausage and some different sides and stuff. And dinner was really good, and we had a good time with family and just celebrated Easter together. I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday if you celebrate. And if not, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and spending some time with us. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you guys in the next one.